Welcome to Baseball Masters Podcast. I am your host for the season, and today's topic, well, I don't really have a topic yet. Still got to decide about the name, but we're going to go to the weird side of baseball. And we're going to be looking at weird rules. I have 4 weird rules for you, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we have some weird plays I would like to talk about and weird stuff that you'll see in baseball. So, before we get to all of that, I would just like to say I promised that episode 5 on the last video would be a question answering one, but I didn't have I barely had one comment. I don't even think I had a comment on that video. So, if you're watching this now, after you finish this video, go ahead, listen to the last one. And if you have a game, good luck. I'm going to try to make this podcast short. I don't want to have the world's longest podcast, so you can just listen to it on a way to your baseball game. But if you're just listening at home and you're waiting for me to upload, yeah, I'm here. Okay, so the first rule is a pitcher can't spit on the ball. In the early days of baseball, pitchers found very unusual ways to gain on advantage. One of the more popular ways was to add spit to the ball. Yeah, they just spat on the ball like. I'd actually spit on my microphone. This would result in a more slippery ball and an undetectable movement for both the hitter and the pitcher. The infield fly ball rule means you're out before they catch it. This doesn't make much sense to me. I've been reading it for the past 2 hours and it didn't make any sense. Okay. So casual fan knows that the batter pops the ball up into the air, the fielder has to catch it in the air and the batter's out. Not so fast. So that's all I could get cuz it was just wrong. But yeah, just looking at that title, it doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, it shouldn't make sense to you. That's not a casual baseball thing. On to the next one. This is going to be long reading. Using your hat to catch the ball is a big penalty. If you ever watch kids play baseball, which I did it, I always wanted to make a play like that. I didn't know it was going to be illegal in an organized actual baseball game. I'm glad I didn't do it. I was gonna though. So that's kind of funny. I didn't know it was a penalty back then, but you can't catch the ball with your hat. It's a penalty. If you ever watch kids play baseball, you most certainly seen a player or two throw their glove at a ball or try to catch it in their hat. In an organized game, however, this would cost them. So I'm not going to read everything, but I'll just read one more paragraph and I'm sure you can figure out the rest. Because you guys are smart, I guess. You guys are smart at baseball, so. Yeah. There's a strange rule in baseball that makes it illegal to manipulate the ball in any way with any part of your uniform. This includes the 2 most often used pieces, the hat and the glove. The rule was to. I'm going to read the rest of it because I have time. I guess. The rule was into place to keep fielders from being able to throw their glove or hat at a ball that was flying over them or rolling past them. This seemed to be and is unfair, and players were doing it all the time. Now, after reading that, I kind of get it. They don't want you to stop the ball so you can catch it or anything. They want it to be harder for you, and if you just stop it there, like say it could have been a home run, you throw your mitt up, falls right down. Well, this rule helps it in place so that doesn't happen. and using your hat to catch the ball, it results in a big penalty, I guess. I don't know. You could be ejected from the game. You could you could forfeit the win or the game, and yeah, it's really big. You can't stop the ball. When I first read this, using your hat to catch the ball is a big penalty. Like, I thought you were gonna put your hat out and you were gonna catch the ball in your your hat, not like actually block it. I guess so. This is the last one. I said there was 4, even though this is number 5. If it sticks in the catcher's mask, runners must celebrate. And I don't know if we'll have time to do so many weird plays and stuff, but I'll tell you one of them at the end of the video after I read this. So again, if it sticks in the catcher's mask, the runners celebrate. A catcher has a very hard job behind the plate. He wears a lot of heavy and hot equipment. He has to block fastballs that the pitcher throws in the dirt. Like, have you ever seen, if you've gone to a baseball game before, have you ever seen or watched one before? So, it goes in the dirt. They have to block that fastball. So, if there's a runner on base, they wouldn't steal. So, yeah. And if gets hit, and he also gets hit in the face by a lot of foul balls. And also another thing that's going on, well, I guess, I don't know if it's in all the leagues, but in my league, basically, we're swinging the bat, we hit the catcher's mitt. Now, I think it should be an automatic out because you're hurting the catcher, but you actually go to the base. Like, I don't know. That's something weird. But, yeah, that's, I guess, a play for today. It's, some of this just doesn't make sense to me. So, I'm just going to continue reading this and then I'm going to say bye. Because this podcast is going a little longer than I wanted it to. There is one rule that seems to add insult to injury for the catcher. If a ball gets stuck in his face mask, the runner gets to advance a free base. That is the weirdest rule I've ever seen. I'm gonna go fact check this, and I'll make a video if I'll make a video if telling you the real rules. It's just to add insult. It wants to. It's a funny thing. You see it happen all the time. Like, one time, here, I'll tell you a crazy play. I was watching a game once, and the guy was fielding a ground ball, and then it went in his mitt. Like, they had to check his mitt for everything that could help it be easier. It was kind of weird. Thank you guys for listening. I really hope you have a great game and a great season and a great day. Yeah, thank you for watching. This went a little longer than I wanted it to because I just want it to be a quick thing you can listen to, but it ran a little long, so yeah, what can I do? Bye.